First Holmes was born, then he got fat, bald, and tired. Sup, Holmes?
It's interesting that on the PS3 in particular, I feel like there's a lot of games lately that are kind of going for a lo-fi feel. But the PS3 and the PS Vita are kind of sold as like technological marvels that can do state-of-the-art graphics and realistic skin textures and mouth animations and stuff. I don't want to. I hate realistic mouths in video games. Ugh, don't like thinking about it. But yet Sony has this other side where I feel like they're really pushing for something for another audience than the kind of God of War, Heavy Rain audience, and that's kind of where you guys came in. Did you get a sense working with Sony that they were really attracted to something you could offer that they weren't doing with their bigger budget games, or where were they coming from when they approached you?
I mean, we showed them. I don't know. I remember the demo we showed them wasn't a lot. I guess it was basically sound shapes, but it was
The
like
demo we showed them was literally sound and shapes. Like it was like squares
yeah,
and a drum beat.
and I guess you could jump and make your own levels and stuff. But it was like it was super bare bones. So for them to like look at that and go, "Hey, this might be something. We should fund it." I think it's really awesome. And seeing like sort of the PSN portfolio kind of what do you call it, like makes me feel a little more comfortable. Like, funding journey that's not something that I see every publisher doing, or maybe they would do it, but force them to put guns in it or something. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, like they never told us we needed to put guns in our game, so that was good too. Like it's like I don't know. I felt like the game was supposed to be done like a couple of years ago or something, but we kept making it better, and then they're like, okay, well, we'll give you more money to keep making it better. So I feel like there would have been publishers out there who would have said, no, you have to finish it now because we budgeted this much money, and we gotta put our next money into whatever AAA, whatever thing.
Mhm.
So that was really good.
Yeah, it sounds like they had a lot of faith in you. Did they ever talk to you about that? Like, because you made Everyday Shooter, you're awesome, so don't worry about it. We'll make sure you have enough money to make whatever you want. Or did they just kind of keep edging you along, keep pushing you to make it a little bit? Yeah, tell me all about that whole process.
I don't think it really came out like that. I don't know. We pushed ourselves really hard on this project. I think I don't know. It wasn't like, here's a blank check. We really loved Everyday Shooter. Here you go. But
That would be nice, though. But no, it's
I think
it's
that would.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no, that would be crazy, right? I don't know. I love Everyday Shooter, but I don't think it has that much reach out there. Does it? I don't know.
I
But
don't, yeah, with Sony, it seems like they do have a lot of faith in people that are making games like that, though. So I wouldn't have been surprised if they had that much faith in you for Everyday Shooter. And it is a pretty good game you made. Thank you for
oh,
that.
thanks. Right.
Now about the graphic style mixing with the art, was that something that you knew from the start that you wanted it to be pretty simple abstract graphics to go along with the theme of music being just as powerful as the visuals, or was that something that you came up with as you went?
Well, the graphics started off like 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 Sean was saying, like super abstract. This was mostly my stuff, and then in the end, most of my stuff was taken out of the game. But we started, and same with the music. Like we started to realize, well, at least I don't know. I just think video games could look really different than they do now,
Mm.
and I wanted to explore a lot of other stuff that we didn't really have time to do. Like whatever, like stop motion or photograph style animation. But the problem with that is, like, I quickly realized, this is the first time I made a game that has assets in it. Normally, I just do everything on my own, or like through programming. So I didn't realize how important it was to find people who made graphics for video games. Like that's a thing that you have to learn to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, some of the more exotic stuff that I wanted to try, we have to sort of leave behind. But I still think we got like a good mix of styles in the game, in a way that sort of, I don't know. I guess I just had this thing where I wanted this video game to not look like a video game.
Mm-hmm.
And not look like game graphics, It's like, yeah, like, I wish video games didn't have video game music, that kind of thing, Like they just had regular tunes that sound good instead of, generic breakbeat or, oh, of course, chiptune, it's like, not that I hate chiptunes.
Wow.
It's just like,
Wow.
I don't know, I just feel like it could be something else. There's like good music out there. Not that chiptunes aren't good music. I guess I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I know exactly what you're saying. You're saying, okay, we've seen video games look like video games. We've seen video games sound like video games. That's great. But wouldn't it be nice to break the boundaries a little bit and show that they can do more than that? And I think you totally did that with your game, might I add. It looks like a music video a lot of the time. It looks like a good, comes on at midnight. MTV doesn't really want to play it because there's, no sexy dancers in it. One of those good music videos, like it was on 120 minutes when I grew up. That's how your game often looks and sounds. Cool. I really like your game. Did I mention that? It turned out very well. Great job. And is there a chance for us to get more of it? People are already asking me to ask you, can they get Trent Reznor next? Can they get Trent Reznor? And
if you want to send them an email, and, like, just see
Trent. I will send Trent an email. Yes, no probs.